The screen's glowing, it's 3 a.m. Charts are moving, I'm chasing them. Candle whispers, they speak in flames. Risk is the devil, but I play his game. Quick moves, no time to cry. It's scalp or die, it's scalp or die. Scalp or die. I'm living on the edge. Every tick, every breath I hit. Scalp or die, the thrills my high. Win or lose, I kiss the sky. Green and red, they're my only friends. 1 minute charted, never pretend. Pull the trigger, my heart beats fast. Every second, the future's the past. One shot, don't ask me why. It's scalp or die. It's scalp or die. Oh, scalp or die. I'm living on the edge. Every tick, every breath I hit. Scalp or die, the thrills my high. Win or lose, I kiss the The screen's glowing, it's 3 a.m. Charts are moving, I'm chasing them. Candle whispers, they speak in flames. Risk is the devil, but I play his game. Quick moves, no time to cry. It's scalp or die, it's scalp or die. Scalp or die. I'm living on the edge. Every tick, every breath I hit. Scalp or die, the thrills my high. Win or lose, I kiss the sky. Green and red, they're my only friends. 1 minute charted, never pretend. Pull the trigger, my heart beats fast. Every second, the future's the past. One shot, don't ask me why. It's scalp or die. It's scalp or die. Oh, scalp or die. I'm living on the edge. Every tick, every breath I hit. Scalp or die, the thrill 1 minute chart, it never pretends. Pull the trigger, my heart beats fast. Every second, the future's the past. One shot, don't ask me why. It's scalp or die. It's scalp or die. Oh, scalp or die. I'm living on the edge. Every tick, every breath I hedge. Scalp or die, the thrills my high. Win or lose, I kiss the sky. The screen's glowing, it's 3 a.m. Charts are moving, I'm chasing them. Candle whispers, they speak in flames. Risk is the devil, but I play his game. Quick moves, no time to cry. It's scalp or die, it's scalp or die. Scalp or die. I'm living on the edge. Every tick, every breath I hedge. Scalp or die, the thrills my high. Win or lose, I kiss the sky. Green and red, they're my only friends. 1 minute chart, it never pretends. Pull the trigger, my heart beats fast. Every second, the future's the past. One shot, don't ask me why. It's scalp or die. It's scalp or die. Oh, scalp or die.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. It's an insane volatility morning, as you can see. Getting a little bit of whipsawed over here. I just kind of quit on this short, probably prematurely. But the vol is just really, really massive, just killing me right now. I actually probably would have been okay. I'm not so sure. I had like a 60 in there. No, still wouldn't have taken the trade. Trades are just really, really crazy. Trading very small. Trading micros. This is the only way to stay alive in this vol. I tell you what's working really well, and which I'm not doing, unfortunately, because I just didn't have the patience. What's really working well is trading to trend on the turn. Finally, I'm getting the. I'm trying to basically trade two types of trades. One is just the momentum trade with the neon signal. The first neon signal in move, right? In this case, the upside signal actually failed us, right? It was actually very annoying. Like, I put the stop over here, and it stopped me out. If I held the stop over here, I think the whole thing with trades these days, because the volatility is so large, you literally have to put the stop at the swing lows, swing highs. You cannot use candles because they're just too small. But the trade that really works well is the double green dot turn in upturn. Double green dot turn in upturn just works almost every single time as a trade, because you're trading to the upside in gold. So we'll try and do that and recalibrate ourselves a little bit here. This particular opening range is very nasty. We're basically trading $10 candles up and down without any direction. So there's been no continuity, which is what's very, very tough to trade with us. trade for us, actually. So like, to give you an idea, let's say if this is going to be an red neon momentum sell label, counter trend label, your stop really has to be over here, and you kind of have to hold it. You know, you can't switch direction, which is what I did a little bit here, because the wide opening range is just huge here. Bottom line is you got to trade very small. You got to have massive stops, and you got to take your profits super quickly. I mean, super quickly. Like they just, you know, disappear. You got to take small. So here's a neon red. The proper stop is going to have to be around this level over here if it stays here, and there's going to be a quick, super quick scalp here on gold. 18, 19 seconds left. Let's see if this trade sets up. And you see how fast it disappears. It sets up, it disappears. It's just incredibly volatile. All right, it sets up again. You literally have to be willing to take like a 20-point stop in order to be able to stay in the trade. That's the bottom line. That's why you have to trade very, very small. Like right here, if this trade completes, the stop would have to be at around 68. Twelve seconds left. I'm waiting for the candle to complete. You see how fast it bounces back? That's why it's really hard. All right, in the trade, and we got to be all the way out here. All the way out here. And sort of a secondary trade would have to be in the 60s. Put it over here. Now we're done. All right, so that was good. So I actually stayed patient, and we got done on this trade into the move. So now, like, there's not, you know, if you're a trend trader, you could just continue hammering this thing. But for us, there's nothing to do here until we get 2 green dots, right? This thing could fall like 100 points. So we have to stand firm unless we just dedicate an account to just doing, you know, trend continuity trades, which is fine. Like, you know, you could do that. And I think in a way, I think it's a really, really good idea to basically dedicate one account for one strategy and just run it that way. Because what's happening now is that one particular strategy works super, super well and other strategy doesn't. And if you kind of switch around your structure, see, like, you know, if it just took the continuity trade here, would have totally worked. But if we're going to do that, we'll do that on the next swing. For now, the 2 types of setups that I want to do with you guys that absolutely work well across all accounts is the very, very simple turn: green dot, 2 red dots, red, green, yeah, sorry. 2 red dots, green dot, a turn to the upside is the trade that works really, really well. The other way, the trade against trend does not work that well. So if you go green 2 reds, right, what happens is, yes, sometimes it works, like over here it works, but a lot of times it just doesn't do a lot of continuity. The only good thing is that the stops would be like relatively small here. But this is a green 2 reds that didn't work. This is a green 2 reds that basically sold the bottom, right? And that's very much emblematic of an uptrend, of a strong uptrend product. So we should really pretty much concentrate on trading a turn in trend. And if we want to trade momentum to the downside, we should just simply wait for the neon labels. The neon labels at least give us the proper momentum moves here for the downside. I think that's probably the trade. We can trade the neons to the upside, the turns to the upside, and the neons to the downside is how I would do it right now. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. We're opening up. We're going to trade just the gold session. No NASDAQ today on the open. So here we go. So like sort of here's a first inkling. If we get a white dot, that's going to be sort of the first green dot, second green dot. It's a V-shaped move. That's really what's happening. Is you're getting these huge V-shaped moves. But the V-shaped moves that are working in a uptrend is always these. It's this. This is what we want to be trading. That's what makes the oops, hang on a sec. How do I get rid of this? That's what makes the trades work. All right, so we totally flipped around here. We're trading, by the way, everybody. We are trading April contract. The Feb contract, all the volume is going out of it. Everybody's trading the April contract. That's where the moves are. That's where the trades are. Now, if you guys want to take a look at NAS, I'm happy to do that with you guys. Let's do a split view. Let's add NAS in there. Because the principles of that are very much so. In this case, NAS is to the downside, right? And here, what you'll notice is the green dot, red dots works. The trade is when you're in trend. The trade to the other side works great. This is the trade that's working in NAS. This is the trade that's working in NAS. And up until we changed the trend here in gold, the upside was working. See, if we took this trade 76 for 10 points, that would have totally worked in NAS over here. We're just late to the trade, so I'm not going to do it. All right, first green dot. If it holds, are we getting a V-shaped recovery in this? Now, the thing is, remember that this is a really, really massive dump. So your natural stop here is going to be really huge. You just have to hold it against that big stop to make the trade. But it does feel like gold is had a little bit of steam taken out of it after just the parabolic move in Asia yesterday, which was insane. And, it kind of gets crazy. By the way, guys, don't forget, Apex 90% off today. Let's go buy some accounts right now because these accounts are going to be so valuable in just a minute for us. Let me just do this. I'm going to buy an account with you guys right now. I'll buy it on my own. Hang on. Authenticator, come on. 710-844. 710-844. Okay, they're only $19 for 50s. I'm actually going to buy 25s. I think I want to buy some Trade of 825s because I think it's going to be super easy to so make sure you say BK save. Make sure this thing and this thing is checked. Say next. And 25s are like $18. They're just, they're just dirt cheap. All right, I'm going to take this off screen so you guys don't see my credit card. All right, now we put it back on screen. Wait, where's my thing? Okay, here we go. Thank you for signing up. See, $18 for the 25. I'm going to buy like a couple. Okay, BK save. No, wait, hold on. Make sure I was clicked the wrong thing. And all right, let's take this off. I forget when the sale is ending, but just get some now, get some this weekend because we're all going to need them for Okay, there we go. Thank you for signing up. We're all going to need them for this. Oh, you know what? Let's trade NASDAQ here. Sell on NAS. I'm short NAS here. I'm going to have to change to NAS here. Because this is, neon red against a trend trade. Maybe we'll move this up a little bit just to see if I can make the trade. And I am, 57 to 55. To put this to like 62. Bring this here. Oh, what was it? Oh, it was the this over here. Let's see how the NAS is doing. Let's see what gold is doing on this side. Gold is definitely crashing through the barrier here. So gold turned negative, right? Which means that what we really want to do is sell the red neons in gold and sell the green, red sequences in gold at this point. Unless, maybe it's just a dip below and it's going to, it's hard to say whether it's going to be a long-term downtrend all the way to 5,500 or just a consolidation here. We turn back up to uptrend. We'll change our mind depending on where the trend lines up. All right, NASDAQ is trying to retrace into my second order. I'll stop against this, and we'll see if this resolves. All right, you know what? I'll take the NASDAQ on the resolution because it really it didn't have a lot of continuity. You try to get away from me, and I didn't want it to V-shape against me. So that's fine. So the NASDAQ resolved. The gold trade is sort of the next eye here. Sale is until February 4th, right? What's the wealth charts code for trading my indicators? What do you mean by code, Ken? There's no code. You need to have it turned on. If you bought the coaching, you mean like the layout? I think did I not send that to you, Ken? I sent it to you like 3 times. Look in your email. This is my wealth charts layout for my code here. Layout menu, export layout. You talking about the layout code? Here, I'll put this in the link. But please import it now because I don't want to do this 1,000 times. Oh, see, gold is we could, you guys want to trade a little bit of wealth charts? I've had a very good night with wealth charts here on my portfolio. So we can trade, we can trade this. See double greens here. This is essentially still an uptrend. So we can trade this up here. See how this plays out. Let's see what it wants to do. Which account I want to do this in? Yeah, we'll stay in this account. We'll stay in the 19 account. Let me get this a little bigger for you guys so you can sort of eyeball this nicely. This is the 19. Let's put this on the 19 account. Let's make sure we got notes. What is that? 2080. I had this very wide yesterday because of the incredible moves that we had here, but now we're like the volatility has come down a little bit. All right, buy. All right, in here, looking for this move over here. Let's see if this is gonna hit us. What am I, 50-50? I want to be at 47. Oh no, we went through. That was it. That got done nice and fast. You saw that? Boom, boom. Trade got done. So whether it's wealth charts or Tradingview, that turn has just been money. You know, the one red, two greens has just been total money on the moves here. And now we have it's actually the same trade. The neon green and the turns were the same trade. So no need to duplicate the trade. I just wish we had more of these signals, but this was a nice clean upside signal. Totally worked really well. AXLB, nice to see you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We're trading the gold open, which I'm going to start doing a lot. Maybe we're going to start doing like a couple of sessions where we do the gold open 7 to 9:30, excuse me, 8 to 9:30, and then we'll do the NASDAQ, the NASDAQ golden hour, which is 9:30 to 11:30. Like, I think that's a really, really good schedule. We just sort of focus on one, focus on the other in the session. Right now, I just have both charts running side by side just to see how they look. Just checking my daughter's texts. You see how nice, how clean that reversal is? Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Just super easy to take that money. Oops, sorry. Up, NAS to the upside. I'd say, we're still a negative trend. Do we want to take that? Why not? What the fuck? All right, we'll take this one. But here's the thing. This is what I want to show you. In this environment, you got to stay against this is the stop. This is the V stop over here. It's a big, big stop against this. And we might have to adjust it around 65, to make it viable. Or maybe I'll just shorten this out because I really don't want to be in this trade for too long. Let's see if this thing is going to take me out at 79s. This is a counter trend trade, but we know NAS is an upside trade. We seem to I think bottomed out. I'm okay holding this trade. I'm going to try and put a 64 bid in here. Maybe you can put this underneath here like this a little bit. See if this will hold. You know what I don't like? I don't like that Tradingview, once you put in the bid and you're trying to adjust it, it really doesn't like that. And it doesn't adjust. You know what? I'm going to get rid of this just because All right, gold doing a green, red, red, legit trade. We're going to try and take this trade. against, this is pretty much the natural high. All right, short gold. I'm going to get rid of the NASDAQ. Just follow gold because I want to just focus on one product right now. Oh, gold coming back against me. So I want to sell more here. Okay, and now I want to come back and see if I can get it back here against, this is my natural stops. I got to hold these stops. It's either put NASDAQ to the side here. It's just a side hustle. And I'm glad I got rid of the NASDAQ. The gold got done. Oh, look. Oh, wow. Look at this drop. Holy shit. I wish I had more. You always want to have more, right? I just put a very, very tight target. But look at this. Look at this drop. That's crazy. That's a 6-point drop on this sweep. Wow. We're still actually positive trend a little bit here on gold, but it's starting to curl down. And you know what we're going to do just to show, we'll just keep NASDAQ just as a side interest, and we'll just watch gold full time. So had I held it, we could have gotten a lot more. I just simply got a little bit, it was so volatile that I tried to resolve it too quickly. Would I take another, again, as I said, depending on what you're trading. If you're trading trend, continuity, yes. Like if you're in trend mode, this is a pretty good, downtrend mode. We actually, this is we love this trade, which is the session lows A1. We're going to take this trade for sure. If this is an A1 red, for sure we're going to take it. And again, we'll have to use a very, very large natural stop. But yeah, I think we have more gold selling to do here. Let's see, it's very volatile. Look how volatile it is. Just like the selling in gold is so fast and then so quickly retraces that if you don't react right away, it's very, very hard to capture it. The buying tends to have, more bars. You know what's interesting? I just realized. What's a really, really cool quantitative instrument for us scalpers to have is how many positive bars are there versus how many negative bars are there, per segment, right? Like you can see that, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9 positive bars, 2 negative bars. Like, like if the ratio, like once the ratio starts to flip significantly, like let's say here it starts to go 4 or 5 negative bars, that's an interesting tell. So we tested session lows and kind of bounced back. Just for those of you who are like trading NASDAQ, and again, I can only trade like one instrument at a time in terms of focus. But if you're trading NASDAQ, one of the reasons why I said, you wanted to have this stop over here is because look how, how it dipped and came back up, dipped and came back up. Like this is actually a green, red on a reversal. What time is it? It's 8:30. maybe it's worth a shot for us to take the NASDAQ trade, huh? Should we take, let's flip to NASDAQ. 9 seconds left. This would be our stop, our natural stop against this. So let's do this. Why not? And then this is our stop here. And I gotta be over here, but it looks like it's popping in my direction. I'm just gonna take this over here. Come on, get out. All right. Come on. Clip me. There we go. I just I don't have any patience for holding NAS because I really want to focus on gold. But these are quick turn trades that really make it easy. So we'll take it, and then we'll go back to NAS over here as a watch. I'm basically watching NASDAQ as a secondary trade, and gold is my primary trade. Anybody take that NAS with me? All right, here's gold, neon red. 3 seconds left. Let's go. Sell. And we're going to go against the over here. And let's see if we can get this done. We're done. We don't even have to do anything. So that was super easy. As I said, neon red against session lows. And if you now if you want to bang away at the dots, be my guest if that's your trade. And as I said, we should really I wonder if they created if they already created the accounts from you. Maybe we'll trade. Maybe let's go. Let me stop trading the fundeds, and maybe let's trade the evals. Did they create the accounts for me already? Yeah, they did. Let's trade the evals. This is fun. Let's do the evals. And we'll trade the 33 eval. Here we go. They put a new 25,000 account for me. Let's trade the evals with micro contracts. Or alternatively, if you want to get crazy, you want to try and get funded in one trade, maybe we'll do that with one of these accounts. Why not? Let's have some fun here. But we're gonna really pick our setup. We're gonna pick our setup. Let me see what we want to do. How much movement do I need? I need 7 for 4s, right? We need 77 points. No, am I right? No. This is a $1,500. This is a $1,500. All we need is 1,500 divided, let's say, by 2. So I'm going to go 2. I need 75 ticks, so $7.50. So $76. No stop. We find a good looking setup and try to trade this. Why not? We don't have any news catalysts, so this is just really going to be just for fun. But you know what? Let's do this right now. So I'm going to go to GCJ, right? The April one. And I'm going to set up a 76 gold. What is this? No stop loss. Take profit only. 76 gold. All right, so 76 gold. Two contracts. It's basically $7.50. So you can get funded in ones. Oh, look at NAS. NAS popped up nicely. So gold sort of stalled at this point. Not a lot of movement, but if I have enough, the idea here is basically gold still looks to be, well, depending on what it shows us, but if we kind of consolidate, we get a green dot. That's two, red, green, turn around, upside move. We go to 60. We just need 7.5 points on two GCs, two mini contracts. That's what I'm doing here, just for fun. That's kind of like our fun trade today. So GC J6 is what I'm trading. Oops. J6, 2X, 76, target, no stop. If I have a second green dot here. Of course, you can, the problem is the volatility is so big, it can just slip totally against me. But it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So if I can get it extended, we could be in business. All right, around 10 seconds in, I'm just gonna go in this trade. All right, so here we go. Let's have fun with it. Did I put the GC one? Oh, sorry. Wait, which account am I in? Oh, I'm in the wrong account. Fuck. Oh, damn it. I made money in the wrong account. Fuck. Which account did I make money in? I made money in my 33 account. Sorry, I made money in my funded account. I do everything right except actually pay attention to the things. So if those of you guys who actually took this trade already probably made money. Fuck me. Did you guys get banked? I'm sorry, guys. If you followed my advice and actually did what I was doing, again, this goes under the do as I say, not as I do. God damn it. I just made like $800 in my funded account, but I really wanted to get this trade funded. All right. There's literally 1,000 opportunities a day for this. Oh, that was crazy. Fuck me. It's just the problem is I have so many accounts. I'm trying to do a million different things. Oh, that was great. You guys cleaned. Did you clean? Did you take it? DRD took it. All right. All right, you guys. So that's what it's all about. It's really not about me getting funded because, I can do this all day long on my own. I'm glad you guys got funded. This was a nice clean trade. Fuck me. I just really wanted to show you how easy this would have been. But anyways, I'm glad you guys listened to me. Again, this all goes back to do as I say, not as I do. You guys did a good job. Wonderful. Now I have more money in my funded account. I guess I shouldn't be crying. Fuck me. That was like a perfect setup. All right. So anyways, you see why gold is the trade. Literally one trade, one kill, one fund. DRD got funded. Clean got funded. Anybody new in the group got funded. Ken got funded yesterday. Anybody else got funded on this trade with me? Brooklyn Boy, did you take that trade with me? Anybody new? If you guys are new, here's the value of coming with me every single day. We don't do this every day because obviously, we don't get a lot of news volatility. Today, I'm just really fucking around with you, but gold is such a volatile product, and Apex is such a great eval shop in a sense that they have no rules for evals, that you could literally get funded in one trade like everybody else in my room did except me because I wasn't paying attention to accounts. That's very, think about this. You 19 funded in one trade, boom. Now you have 25,000 notional at your fingertips to trade to your heart's content. I mean, literally tomorrow I would have had this account. So the opportunity, I think my whole point is this year, if you're ever going to try to trade prop, if you've never traded prop, this is the year for prop and the year for prop with gold, because gold is going to be the golden prop this year. And there's going to be so much opportunity to trade and make money with other people's money. If you went absolutely hog wild and literally bought 100 Apex accounts, that would cost you a whopping $2,000. So 100 accounts, let's just say you were stupid as sin and burnt 80 of them and funded 20 of them, which is their maximum funding. Now you're looking at $500,000 worth of funding at your fingertips. And let's just even say you get 2 of them to pay out. Just like stupid numbers, right? You spend 2,000, you're going to get 6,000 for like literally just, you got to be completely crazy, like just gambling away. You could get paid out. But if you were just managing it right, you know, the payouts could be huge. That 2,000 initial could be 20, 30, 40,000 eventually over the year in payouts. So that's why this is a great year. It's the year of gold. It's the year of volatility. It's the year of essentially cheap money with Apex. Go out there. Like, you're going to regret the hell out of it not buying accounts while they're at 90%. I mean, literally 10 accounts is less than what I'm going to pay for dinner with Kathy today. And that gives you so much freedom. Especially like in gold, you literally can get funded in a day. It's one trade, one fund. On 50s, what I do on 50s actually is I've been doing like one big trade and then couple of small trades to just clean the account, and boom, you're in there. Super easy. In the meantime, all right, let's watch what's going on over here. What do I have? Gold went positive, but coming back down off the 36s. I'm trying to see if I get a two red formation here on gold. What would I do on 50? So 50 on gold would be, I think we used 50. We were just using 4 at 72, right? We were using 4 at 77. Actually, I overfunded my 50s, but yeah, I think 4 at 72 is the ratio you want. But on 25s, I really like the 20. I know 50s are great, but I love the 25s because they just, it's equal money. It's 1,500. It's really good. And stringing 10 25s is 250,000 of capital. It's a lot of capital. My wealth charts are 25s, and I really like trading those because getting those to payout target is really nice and easy. Watching this right now. I want to see if I get a second red dot. We'll try to short this. But I guess I don't even know. Jesus, I'm at capacity on all my fundeds now because with fundeds you can only make 600 a day. Otherwise, you have to really, really go for much larger payout functions. Okay, you know what? Let me go to Let me go to 37 account. We'll try to trade that account. All right, and then I'll probably turn to wealth charts. 37. No move. All right, red dots starting to sell off a little bit. Trying to trade this V here. See if it holds. It's not, I keep buying them back. 41 seconds. So the other thing I realized about gold, this is one of the things that really can drive you crazy because of the volatile market, is if you're going to commit to this stop out level, just commit to it. Because what happens is gold will do like a massive red, massive green against you. You're like, oh, it's totally swept the greens, and then come back down again. Like, it is not a clean, sorry, sell market. I'm at 37, right? Where am I? Why? Oops. And sell market. Why is this not showing? Oh, I know, because I'm on the wrong contract. I should be on the MGC. Sorry. Okay. Now you can see me on the MGC. Okay, so let's I gotta have, and see how high I have to be against the stops. I gotta really commit hard against this. We're done. And we're done, right? What am I? And I'm done. I'm done with everything. Okay, so that was good. That was good. But you see how you really, really had to commit hard against that stop with gold. If you don't have the stomach for that massive volatility, you can't fucking trade this thing. You know, it's just like you got to look the bullet in the eye and just say, fuck you. Now we're getting a, hang on a second. Let me just clean this up. Honestly, I guess I'm tapped out of capacity on Trade of 8. I guess I'm not going to, you know what, maybe we'll do this on the, let's do this on the eval account. So I'm going to go to the eval account. We'll just trade eval account small, just sort of like a, so again, I'm trading this on my eval account because I've tapped out my daily targets on my fundeds. And let me explain to you what I mean in just 1 second. Let's see if we can just take this trade now, and I'll run you through the trade on my evals. So here we go, and I got to go over here against this big thing. We're going to just average out. So when I say I tap out of capacity, it doesn't mean you can make $10,000 per account in Apex. The problem is they have this thing called 30% consistency rule, where no single day can be more than 30% of your total P&L. So like if you make just for argument's sake $10,000 in one day in one account, you have to make $30,000 of total P&L in order for it to even begin to pay out for you. So that's why you want to, if you want to stay underneath the $3,000 target, the maximum you can make per account is $600 per day. That's what I mean by that. It's not like you can't make tons of money, but if you made tons of money, you would then have to make tons more money just to get paid out. They raise the bar on you that way. Maria, you signed up for membership where? For us? Did you sign up with me? Yeah, Claudio, we sent out the recordings from PropFest. I will. I'm sure it's sitting in your thing. Hang on a second. Let me manage this trade here, guys. Okay. All right. So I'm short here again. This is now. I'm basically holding it against this big ass move. We'll see if this works. I will. If you haven't gotten it, then just email me a note, and I'll send it to you again. But I'm sure it's sitting in your spam because I know for sure we sent it out yesterday for all the recordings. If you paid for the recordings and you haven't gotten it, just email me. You clicked on the link in my description under live. Which one? The Trading 360? Yeah, Maria, I'm in live. I'm gonna have to take a look and see. It's not going to be an instant setup. Let me just see what happens here. Are you Ian Foster? All I see is Ian Foster here. Why am I short now? Because we had the neon A red, right? We're trading the first neon, the momentum trades, A neon red against this massive fucking field of play. As I said, if you don't have the stomach for the volatility, don't trade these big moves, because you really have to give yourself huge amounts of room and adjustments to make it happen here. Because gold is just crazy volatile. Now, you know what's cool? Actually, I just realized is it because I have the two evals. We can if I get a green dot here, that's a legitimate red dot, green dot turn trade. We can take it in the other account and just trade the other account as well. Remember, I'm trading right now in my evals. I'm trading very, very small because I don't have like a I just had this crazy idea while I have you guys on the phone. I wonder if we can just do this. I wonder if I should go back to the well twice. So now I'm thinking that maybe what I should do is in the second eval, if I have a green dot here, just go for broke on the second eval and try to see if I get funded in one trade on the 25. I don't have as much confidence in this one as I do. Gold definitely is, looks like it's consolidating, but it's hard to tell here whether this is a shelf from which we go lower or whether this is a bottoming and we start running the 5600s. I mean, generally everybody is so positive skew that you want to try to trade to the positive side, but then we're also really, really due for some profit taking. And as I said last night when I was in coaching, I wouldn't be at all surprised if they took this down $300-400 back down to 5,000, and everybody just be shocked. They bought 5,600. Now they have a 10% loss in gold. That's a typical move in crazy volatile markets. Maybe I'm just talking my book because I think gold is grossly overbought right now. But I wouldn't at all be shocked if you could have that kind of a scenario. And I patiently waited out, and that trade got done. Right? So there you go. When you ask me why I was short, it's because you just have to patiently wait out these volatile waves. Yeah. So you're Ian Foster, Maria. Okay, that's fine, Maria. It takes a while to set you up, but I just want you to know that you signed up for like you're not going to get the indicator that I'm trading right now. That is a special indicator only for coaching. So if you want my coaching, what I'm trading with you right now, here's the link for that. You sign up for that, I'll just refund you the money on the other stuff. That's like an old beginner link that we're going to get rid of. We're only going to have coaching as a product from now on, because the people who succeed in trading with me are the ones that commit to a full 6-month program. So I'm not going to do any more like, beginner stuff. So we got double reds, right? Green, double reds over here. Let's sell this. You know what? Very tempted. I sold the whole thing. Guys, I went balls in. I went balls in on this. Let's see if it's going to work. Probably not, but what the hell? No, it's probably not going to work. Yeah, I'm just going to burn. I burnt this account into the ground probably. So I went balls in. I got like, very, very little margin left here to survive this move. This had to go all the way down. This had to just be a continuity move to the downside in order for me to work. That's fine. This is on my eval. I just decided, yes, I have automated these strategies, Wasil. That's going to be coming up at the end, as the year progresses. But yes, there's like a lot of really interesting automation in a lot of these strategies. But, for prop, you can't use automation. So. Oh, great. I'm glad you like it. Yeah. We're having a lot of fun today. I'm going to Florida a little bit later today, so there'll be no trading tomorrow. I just wanted to do like an early base trading with you guys today. The good trades, I ate it. That was it. Sorry, guys. I burnt that one. But it was fun. I may actually, let's try it. I may burn the other one too, because wow, what a big reversal, right? Should we do it the other way? Oh, I just did it. I just did a big mistake here. Oh, I'm gonna burn the other one too. Yeah, sorry. Never mind. Okay, I don't want to fool around anymore. I mean, this was fun, but this was kind of stupid because we don't have the I didn't have the setups properly in this thing. I wanted to have like I just saw this huge green candle, and I of course FOMO'd out of it. The great setups, the setups that have been working, the grinding out setups that I've just been doing nicely, are all working well. I just tapped out. What I said is I just tapped out on my capacity on my funded accounts. So we still have a little bit of. I mean, we definitely have capacity on my well charts. So if we're going to focus on just trading a good setup, we'll trade this one, which is the red to green dots. If this comes in, stop underneath here. I'm going to try and trade this one nice and clean, if I have it. And I'll stop putzing around with the single trade funds. Maybe I'll do those a little bit later. No, I won't be trading PPI tomorrow. I'm in Florida. There's no trading tomorrow. And this move goes away. So we'll stay patient here. Let's see if we can get a turn on the gold here. I'm really glad that you guys got funded, because that's much more important. I can always get funded off screen in 5 seconds. I really should just, I love to have fun with you guys, but I should really just focus on the key setups. Just sometimes it takes a while to get those things going, so we're just bored and we're just sitting here bored out of our minds. Yeah, I mean, it's actually a good question. Ben is making a good question. Like, you could actually make a gold is so volatile that you could actually trade a straddle. You're absolutely right. I think, like, if you sort of find like, this is the thing, right? This is a really good question. So you get these super, where the straddle is, Ben? You know where the straddle is? This is a great strategy in gold. Ben just gave me a great strategy in gold. I wish I had time to do this with you guys. It's off the pull away candles, because a pull away candle is going to go do one or two things. It's either going to continue and just hit your target on the continuity, or it's going to totally reverse. And if you're on both sides of that trade in Tradingview, you're done. So you just need to look for a pull away candle and and make that happen. right? Like, look at this. This is a pull away candle. You buy, sell, boom, the buy worked. This is a pull away candle. You buy, sell, the buy worked this time on the continuity, right? That's the setup. You're right. That's actually a great setup. Fuck me. I wish we had thought of Ben. Why didn't you tell me this earlier? We could have done this earlier. That's actually a trade setup. Unfortunately, I can't do it with you guys tomorrow because I won't be here. But like that, we could probably do this all day, every day. The pull away straddle trade is the trade. Like right now, like, you know, I can't do this because I don't have any evals to play with, and it's going to take a couple of minutes to set this up, and I got to go. But like, let's imagine, let's see. Well, it's not happening, but we'll fake trade this. Yeah, email me, Maria. You just get access to indicators and the course. Like it's all self-taught. You don't get any kind of coaching. Okay. Or Ian, sorry. Yeah, gold star for Ben today. Absolutely. Ben really had a good idea. We can't do this in well charts, obviously, but you can do this in Trader 8. It's a combination. Basically, it's a combination of this incredibly highly volatile product and, the cheap accounts and cheap volatility. That's why I'm going to buy up a fuck ton of those things because we're going to have next week. Gold is not going anywhere. It's going to continue doing $100 hours. It's not going to go anywhere in terms of, giving us the opportunities. That's a great idea, Ben. You guys are watching. You have no idea and how good some of the guys in my room are at figuring out the shortcuts. Good job on that. All right, gold is just literally like, what is this? We're like in a 5-point range, just completely non-moving. All right, I got about 10 more minutes with you guys. For my proper trading, I'm just waiting for a green dot over here against this whole field of play for just the grind, get it funded account. So again, I just wanted to explain. Sorry, what do we got? 23 seconds, 22 seconds. Okay, I'm going to watch this trade. We're kind of getting both a neon green and a double green. I'm just waiting very carefully. All right, in well charts at +2. I'm underneath here, and I'm done. That was such an easy trade. Okay, we're done. We're done on that. So again, what I was saying is, if you're in the funded account and you have like this, the rule in funded, all the rules really make it. You go from like you can do whatever you want to you can do like pretty much nothing. It's eval. Eval is the easy part. The funded part is a much harder part in terms of trying to trade prop because they want you to really trade properly. And one of the rules they have there is 30%. No single day can be more than 30% of profit. So if you're looking to get to 3,000 to get to payout, that means you can't make more than $600 per day in each account. You can make 6,000 that day, but then you have to make 30,000 to get a payout. Do you understand how that works? That's the trick. That's the game plan. And you need to very much. Okay, so we're long here. Let's say we're playing this 7.5 up, 7.5 down, 55s. We're in at 55. We need to get to 62 basically to get funded on this account, right? 61, 62. We need to get to about 62, 63. We're almost there. 62, 63 would have been funded. There we are. We would have been funded. Yay, Ben. I hope you guys took this trade if you had the fucking eval account. This would have been the easiest fund over there. Very good job. Good job on that. So I don't know if anybody played this, but this was a super, super easy, clean trade. And you guys did a good job. So, everybody understand what I'm saying? So I'm sort of tapped out on because there was so much volatility. I pretty much hit $600 in each one of my funded accounts. That's why I couldn't trade Tradeovate anymore. And I'm turning to Wealth Charts. Wealth Charts is just running great. Those of you guys trading that, anybody did a one trade get funded trade on this? That would have been really, really sweet. Yes, no? We used, as I was showing here before, we were using, sorry, I had it on the other chart. It's two big contracts, 75, what was it, 76 ticks, 7.5 points. Wow, session highs. This is literally like our bread and butter. I'm going to buy market. We're going to limit this out a little bit earlier because there we go, and I'm done. That's just another bread and butter trade we have. Session highs, neon green, we take it. We just take it. But this thing is really, really extended now. So now I just have to wait. This is why I don't like chasing momentum, but other people can really do well. Like, you're basically in a situation right now where it's very possible that we can go 55 to 56. We can go 30 more points straight up. And if you're just banging these trades, you hit those 5-6 trades in a row, you're just making tons of money, right? It's also just as easily possible that we could pause and come right back down to 55.50. And in order for you to kind of stay in the continuity trade, you have to give yourself massive amount of risk. Whereas if you're on the turn trade, right, assumingly this is, again, in a perfect world, your risk is pretty much defined by this top over here. So here your risk is massive, like 50 points. Here your risk is, in a perfect world, it should be 3 or 4 or 5, 10 points. But of course, because now we're just completely selling off just as quickly as we sold up, the risk becomes larger and larger and larger. But our trade here would be 2 consecutive reds against this high. Unfortunately, sometimes when you have these big volatility moves, you just have to accept the fact that either whether you're long or whether you're short, your field of play is going to be enormous. It's just going to be enormous, right? And you have to just accept that if you want to survive it, you got to trade small within these risk parameters. So they actually bought this back, but they're not making fresh highs. This is interesting. So they kind of stopped making fresh highs. We can eyeball this. I'm going to go. Let me see what other account I have. All right, this is like a fresh 41 account, so it doesn't have too much P&L in it. Maybe we'll trade this one. Let me see. Is that the correct account? Let me just see something. No, that's not the one I want. Sorry. I'm going to trade the 42 account. See, it's kind of stalling a little bit over here. Haven't made fresh highs, but we don't have any red dots here yet. No, coaching was yesterday because I'm in Florida today. So we had an early day. I emailed everybody the note. It's already been sent out as a video. You can watch it in replay. All right. You got a red dot. You know what? I'm just gonna we don't have much time. I'm going to press this trade. Oh, the red dot goes away. There's a little. Oh, it's 20 seconds left. I was too early on this. All right, it's fine. I'm still gonna. I think I'm still gonna make this trade. Let's see. Let's move this up a little bit. Boom, and we're done. Okay. I took it a little bit early. I front run this. The proper trade should be the next red dot, these two red dots against this session high. But then you're gonna have to play this whole big field of play. You're basically field of play or field of risk is going to be from your entry to the high over here if you get the two red dots. But that's how you got to play it if you want to succeed in making. You want to give yourself the best chance of success in resolving that trade. It's really the game in gold. Now look at this nice big move to the downside. Holy cow. All right, I'm going to do this with you guys. Again, I am fully going to be committed to this big field of play. It's either going to work or not, but it's small sizing, right? And I'm going to try to, my stop has got to be all the way up here, And my secondary entry has got to be at 64 somewhere, 62. I can't even move this. Hang on. Okay, I'm short here. The only problem I have is I hate moving these things around. Okay, now we got done. That was super fast. You saw that? So everything got done on this resolution because I was just moving around all my things. But this is what I mean. You got to commit yourself. You got to commit to the retrace, and then the field of trade comes out. Right now comes the fun part. Neon, fuchsia pull away candle, traded to they traded up and down, traded both ways. If I had evals, I'd be doing this all day long. This is fun. Let's have a good time. So let's say we're short here, 53. If we get long, it's at 60 that we get done basically. And if we get short, look at this, it's 57. And if we're short, it's at 45, somewhere around there. So if this thing pops to 60 or 45, we can make the trade. And you don't have to just be like monomaniacal about this. One of the things that I like about this kind of a spread trade is, so now it's just totally reversed, right? So like the top side is, if I'm like 1,000 up in the account, like maybe, you need to make 1,500 and you want to be 1,000 up in the account. You could just take that 1,000 off the table. And then maybe, and the other eval account is also up 1,000. And then you can just, once you're 2/3 or, 3/4 of the way towards target, you're really in good shape. All right. So, this probably doesn't give you, this probably this probably stopped you out both ways because it just didn't extend, which happens. That's fine. The point being is like it's a fun thing to try, and if it doesn't work once, it may work on the third time or the third or the fourth time or the sixth time. So it's a cheap, quick way to try to get funded. It's also absolutely a quick, one of the things that I would do if I'm trading this stuff on the straddle is I very often will just take 2/3 of the profit on the profitable leg. Sometimes you get lucky, the non-profitable leg actually comes back and goes into the money, and then you can have both accounts that are very, very far into the money, and then just manage those on a small, 5 micros target, just targeted trades. And all you need is 2 or 3 targeted trades and you're done, which I've done that with the 50,000s all the time. So you can do it, you can do it a lot of different ways, but that's what makes it so cool. Do I have a preference? I like them both. The great thing about well charts is, of course, everything is built into the thing. With Tradingview, you have to connect it to Tradingview, and you're trading through different accounts. The negative part of well charts is that you can't straddle. On Tradingview, we can straddle. On well charts, they won't allow you. So that's the story. All right, guys, I gotta run. Unfortunately, I gotta get on a plane. A lot of fun today. Good day today on the fundeds. I'm glad you guys got funded on the one trade, which I messed up because I had in the wrong account. But I got a lot of money in my funded account, so that's good. I will see everybody on Monday. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We're going to have a lot of fun in Florida. We'll post a lot of videos from there. Everybody enjoy. I will see you guys next week. Take care. Get Apex accounts.